Yeah, he's been placed on administrative leave. I know we just released a statement on it, and that's really what I have on it at this time.
There's been so much that has happened off the field with this team in the offseason. How do you keep that from affecting this team on the field?
You look to the leaders in this locker room. You never want to have distractions when you're trying to build a team and build camaraderie and be the best version of yourselves. But we've definitely had that. Luckily, we have some great leaders and guys who can compartmentalize things and continue to work to get better. But you'd like the focus to be on football moving forward, and hopefully that's the case.
Do you guys have any concerns with Wesley's injury? Just, 'cause I know you're still waiting an MRI, and was the signing yesterday of another wide receiver just for additional pieces?
It is, yeah. You get to this point in camp, you're going to need some of those bodies. There's always going to be, especially that position, some soft tissues type stuff. With Antoine, we're really waiting to see how he responds, and then we'll know probably within the next week if they'll need to do any sort of procedure or he can rehab and get back to us fairly quickly.
Is there anything that stands out to you about Marcel and how he fits in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, once again, another guy, when I was at Texas Tech, he torched us, so I got to see that up close and personal. Great size, just seeing him in the meetings and at practice today, he seems like he's very businesslike and did a good job picking up the offense from what we had installed today.
You left practice a little early today by design, just feel what?
Yeah, just we were down a bunch of guys. A lot of the injuries, a lot of things like that. Plus we had those rest days. We're trying to stay consistent even if we know we're going to be down bodies. We don't want to put those guys out there for need. And then I thought it was about time. It's day 5 in a row, and so we want to be fresh for tomorrow when we have our red-white scrimmage.
Coach, how frustrating has it been for you personally that on a daily basis you're answering questions that are more about off-field issues as opposed to football issues?
Like I said, as a head football coach, you want the focus to be on football, and you don't want the distractions for your team. It's early in camp. I'm hoping we can get back to really focusing on football and trying to become the best team we can be. And it's never something you want to stand up here and answer every day, it seems like. But that's how it's played out. And moving forward, we got to be better as an organization handling our business. There's no question.
Who coaches running backs while he's out?
Donald Shumpert, and then Kenny Bell will assist him with that.
Was the rest for James something that you were aware of before word broke yesterday?
We knew when it happened. Yeah.
Well, the guys that weren't playing today were some of the notable guys, but any of them injury related, or were those guys just?
Zach Ertz was the only one who had a calf. Everybody else is just rest days today.
Do you have any long-term concerns on the Zach Ertz?
No.
What's the latest on Kyler?
Still, I believe he tested yesterday, and tomorrow's day 5, so I'm hoping that he'll be back tomorrow.
Been talking to him?
Yeah, he zooms into the quarterback meetings.
Sound, feel, not sound. How does he feel?
He wants to be out back. There's no doubt. I can tell he's about over it. But yeah, he's been good. He feels better. There's no doubt. So that's good. But he just wants to get back out there. I think he's getting stir crazy.
Rondale, he doesn't say a lot to us in terms of what he wants to do, and we get a lot of I'm just going to work hard and everything. But there seems to be something a little bit under the surface of he's greatly driven and everything. I'm just curious, do you get that same kind of vibe from him that he doesn't say a lot about what he wants to do, but he kind of feels?
Definitely, yeah. He doesn't talk to me either, so don't feel bad. But he's definitely confident when he's out on the field. I mean, he thinks he's the best player out there. Outside, inside, I always give him a hard time. Like, are you sure you can go out there with those big corners outside? And he just smiles and like, just watch. But tremendous worker since he's been here. That's all he's done is take to the coaching, and anything we try to teach him, he tries to apply it. And he's very cerebral, knows every position. And we could put him in at running back, and he'd know what to do. And you said it. He's got a huge chip on his shoulder. He just doesn't give you much.
If you're going to have a breakout player, would you expect it on offense to be that guy?
I think we got a few. I think Zach Ertz, second year in the system, full season. I think Hollywood Brown playing in our system, and then definitely Rondale. I mean, he's kind of waited in the wings last year. He was frustrated at times last year with the way I used him, which he should have been, and I understood that. But he's going to get an opportunity to show what he can do.
How has Max been feeling being back on the field?
He's been fired up. I mean, I think it's kind of inspired all of us to see where he came from to where he's at and what he's been able to do. I'm hoping that he can continue to feel good about his progress and we can get him out there, because as far as an inline blocker and the things he does in that, he's one of the best in the league when talking about tight ends, and he's moving much better than I anticipated.
Why was this the right time to take him off the pup list?
He was just ready. You know, he was ahead of schedule. I don't think any of us anticipated us doing it, but he was basically knocking down everybody's door like, hey, what are y'all doing? This is it. Let's go. And so only way to find out is to get him out there. And he's been impressive when he's been out there, and he's been a great leader for this team, and it definitely helps having him.
Can you tell when a guy's frustrated with how you're using him, like Ryan, he said with Ryan Dillon? Do they often go to you, or do you just can you read it from them and be like, let's talk about that?
Yeah, most of the time I got to approach them, yeah. Or I'll get the passive-aggressive text late when I'm asleep. But no, it's one of those deals when you know, I mean, I know what he can be, and I know how talented he is. I know what he's been his entire career to every team he's ever played on, and then all of a sudden his role's minimized more than he anticipated. Yeah, I felt the frustration, and rightfully so. He's a tremendous player. We had a bunch of great wideouts last year, and you just gotta. I'm big on just addressing the problem right there, so you don't let it fester. And we had some difficult conversations, but like I said, he's gonna get his opportunity this year.
What do the passive aggressive texts after your sleep sound like to you, like in that situation, like not just from him, just in general? What is it?
I could get myself into trouble here. Something to the effect of, I'm not feeling this, coach. Yeah.
He does a pretty good job. Like, we gave him the option to, like, kind of talk about being frustrated, but he won't.
No, he won't give you much. He wouldn't give me much. I had to ask him about 12 times before I could get anything out of him. But I understood where it was coming from, and that's what you want. You'd rather have those guys that want the ball, they want to be in, they know they can do it, they believe they can do it, than the other ways when they're content to not maybe get the reps.
Are you limited at all with your third and fourth quarterbacks getting reps like that today? Or you like to be able to see them?
I like them to get those reps, to see exactly what we have. Sometimes when you're just getting 2 reps a day, it's hard to really get in a rhythm and show what you can do as a player. And with a lot of the top-level players sitting out today, I thought it was a good day to get them a bunch of reps. And they've both handled themselves well. The operation, things like that. I mean, there's always throws you like to have back, but I've been impressed with how they handled themselves.
How's Kyler doing?
He's much better. I'm hoping he'll be around tomorrow. I know he's just tired of being by himself, and he's a competitor, so he watched that film, and he, wants to be out there and going against the defense and helping the offense out. So I'm hoping tomorrow he'll be around.
You guys have to test negative twice in 24 hours. What's
I'm not sure on the exact protocol. I know something to the extent of 5 days, right? 5 days and you can come back, I'm pretty sure. And so it'll be tomorrow, hopefully, is the day.